Hey,
Oh, I like your hair.
thank
Did you
you.
press it?
No, I'm like, you know what? I gotta step up my game. I can't be going on this YouTube looking a mess.
You
I'm
don't
like,
be
I need
looking
to
a
get some.
mess.
I put some gel on that gel you have bought me a while
Yeah,
back.
it
I
looks
put some of that
good.
on and brushed it down real good. And the
Fix. Oh
ponytail.
yeah, it looks good. Put your screen down a little bit.
Okay.
There
It's
you
better.
go.
Okay.
Perfect. You look
I'm drinking some lemon water. My allergies been acting up all day and
good.
yesterday.
Oh no. Okay.
So
So,
I got some lemon water.
oh
I got me a
yum.
Ricola.
Okay. So you watched The Bachelor in Paradise.
That's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, this I've seen it a while ago, so they haven't aired it for a year due to the panoramic. We're not gonna say the word because
Right. I mean, I knew about it, but I had never really watched it.
yeah. So what you think about it?
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you.
You wanted to tell me yesterday, and I said save it for the video.
I know. Wait a minute. Let me get this guy's name. I wrote it down.
Kenny, the
The
naked
naked,
one.
yes. OMG.
I
He got
call,
off he came naked.
I was concerned with his nakedness and his booty being all over everything. I'm like, he's sitting on
Gosh, he's
everything.
sitting on everything.
Ugh.
I'm like, are you serious? Are you
Yeah,
really serious?
yeah, and he's the oldest guy there. He's 40
40
years
years
old.
old.
He's supposed
He's
to be the
40.
yeah, he's supposed to be the mature one in the bunch, but it
He
didn't.
not mature. I am so outdone with this guy.
Yeah.
The fact that, well, I'm gonna stop hiding. I'm just gonna stop hiding. I'm showing it all.
Hmm.
Nobody wanna see that.
Well, apparently they did because, and I was surprised that people were still giving him hugs. Like I would have
You
probably,
saw how the guys was like, they was hugging him like,
I wouldn't have hugged him at all.
yeah,
At
but I don't think
all.
everybody hugged him, did they?
I'm not sure, but I seen enough people hug him.
Well,
I mean,
I
I
only
would.
saw one guy hugging,
Oh
and he was
well,
like standing off and
yeah.
hugging him.
You wouldn't have got that from me. I would have. You
Mm-mm.
maybe would have got a dab, but I would have been so. uh it seemed like they were kind of warned because I would have been like really caught off guard. I would have started screaming if I seen.
Well, one, because to me, if you look at everybody's facial expression,
Mhm.
they were shocked. They were not expecting that.
I would have been screaming though. I just would have been like, ugh, get away from me. And don't sit on this
Nasty.
couch. Don't sit on this couch. And the nerve of him to have shoes on.
Why you got shoes
I
on?
mean, you might as well just
You might as well just be barefooted.
exactly. And you on the beach. Just yeah. So let's talk about the next crazy person on the list. Uh
The
Queen
goddess queen, the goddess.
Victoria, who is now going by Goddess
Right.
Victoria. And I don't
Mhm.
know if you remember her episode
I remember her.
season.
I remember her, yeah. Because she
So
was,
crazy.
yeah, and they were saying that she was making it toxic,
She
which
was.
she was.
She really was. And I think at first she wanted to be the villain on purpose. And then I was like, nah, she's just a toxic person.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was like, okay, she's coming up in here to stir up some mess.
Hmm.
And so, you know,
Because the host, when she left the host and she was going down, he was like, "It's about to be some S up in here."
yeah, Dave.
Yeah, David. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the girls, Serena P, she was like the hot commodity.
Yes, she was. Yeah, I like
Everybody
her.
wanted her. They were looking forward to seeing her. And Grocery Store Joe and Ivan, they had dibs on her first. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it ended up working out for grocery store Joe, who
Yeah.
at first was kind of sulking a little bit. He's been on The Bachelor in Paradise before, to
Yeah,
where
he was on season what was it, season 5?
uh,
Paradise 5, Bachelor in Paradise 5. I think that's what they
okay.
said. Yeah.
Okay. And so bless his heart, he was in a relationship for 2 years and it didn't work out. And now he's back. And I think he was
Right.
questioning what is
Right.
he doing here. And I was like, Joe, you can't be antisocial. You're
Did you see he was antisocial?
Yeah, he
Because he was
was.
thinking about leaving.
Yeah. And I really thought it was sweet of Serena to
Yeah.
come and talk to him. And they
Yeah.
end up making a connection. And
Yeah.
there was a lot of connections actually made that
I
night.
agree.
And
I
I think
agree.
it was kind of the fire was lit under their booties because they let them know 3 women are gonna
Yeah.
leave very
We'll be going
soon
home.
if you do not make a connection, because you're here to make a connection, you're here to find love. So don't sit back and do nothing because you might go home. And
Right, because it was 13 women to 10 men
yeah,
in the beginning.
and you still had 3 women who was sitting back, which was Queen Victoria. She was sitting back, and what's the other girls that was sitting back? They didn't really make a splash. I think it was Kelsey, aka Champagne Girl,
Yeah.
and one other girl, I don't know her name. They were just kind of like, they said they wanted to wait for the guys to come to them. And if you
Right.
in Bachelor in Paradise, then
Right.
you're gonna be going home, you know?
But I wanted to point out something because I thought it was funny when excuse me, the guy, what was his name? David, he was the host. When Victoria came up, he called her the corn, because he called her thing the corn queen.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
could be children of the corn, knowing Victoria.
And then somebody else called it a zip tie.
Yeah.
Call it a zip tie. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I did too. And I
But
think
I think I like this one better because you have more men and women,
mhm,
that's almost I guess I'm not sure what word I'm looking for, but like as far as on the Bachelor, you have like one person to
mhm,
5, 10 men,
yeah,
or 10 men to one female. But with the
right.
Bachelor in Paradise, it's almost an equal number of male and female.
Yeah, yeah. So
There's
it's
more of a chance
balanced.
that you will find, right? It's kind of like a
Exactly.
balance when you will
Yeah,
find a connection with somebody.
exactly. So let's talk about Tajwan. Now,
Oh my
Tajwan,
gosh.
she is the girl who
I
overheated
know who she
in
is.
the previous season. And I remember seeing it and I was like, girl, if you don't calm down, but she was actually overheating. And
And
I
she's
was,
overheating now.
yeah. I was like, girl, why are you here if you know you can't stand the heat? And so the other funny thing about her was she made
Mhm.
a connection with Trey. And coincidentally, she has dated his
His
family
uncle.
member, his
His
uncle.
uncle.
And that's one thing I would have waited to say.
Yeah.
And David was like, she just going through the family tree.
Hmm.
I just thought it was hilarious that, she dated his uncle and they met through a dating app.
So what do you think about her saying that Trey is better than his uncle? Did
Ooh,
you hear that?
I did. It was a little ill. It was like, eh. It was kind of icky for me. If Trey's okay with it though, um,
I don't think at first he was okay with it, but after they made that connection,
mhm,
I think he began to feel okay about it.
I
But
could
me personally, I don't think she should have even
disclose it.
shared that information. I think that was TMI. I don't
Yeah,
think nobody needed to know about that.
I kind of thought so too, but I think she is kind of um the type of person who wants to have that kind of shock value.
Okay.
And from last season, even with her overheating and the how she acted, it was very dramatic.
She
She
seemed to be very dramatic, even with the
yeah.
bug situation.
Yeah, and I was just like, this girl is a lot. But I wish her and Trey and his uncle, because it's gonna be weird at the family barbecue, but good luck with that.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
So next I want to talk about, let's see who the next couple who was hooking up.
What about Abigail and
Noah.
yeah,
Abigail and Noah. He had
yeah,
his eyes on her as soon as he
from the
walked down
beginning.
those stairs.
Yeah, he did.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
He knew what he wanted. He had his eyes on her, and he decided to go for it. And he seemed
Mm-hmm.
very sincere, very genuine and sweet. And they end up having a first date together.
Right, right. Because
Yeah.
she chose him.
Yes. And I think they will take it all the way to the end.
Yeah,
You know,
I kind of feel good about them as a couple because like he's really genuine and she's genuine, they talked it out,
yeah.
and so like he even said to her, if it's someone that I'm interested in, I'm going to take it all the way and I'm not
Hmm.
going to pursue anybody else.
Right. And a lot of times we see people where they're interested in like two or three different people. And that's okay because you want to fill it out
Right.
and see how their personality meshes well with yours. But I would like to see where this connection goes. I think Abigail is a little bit apprehensive because she has this wall that she has up, and she
Mm-hmm.
even said how she friend zones a lot of the guys.
Yeah.
And you can't be like that all the time because what you're going to continue to do is push people away.
But
you
see, I
know
think he recognized that because he mentioned it,
yeah.
and he kind of broke the barrier a little bit
Yeah.
and kind of went beyond that because he could see her heart and
Yeah.
he could see that she was genuine. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna get her out of this friend
Hmm.
zone. So he went
Exactly.
for it, and she responded.
Yes,
So I thought that was really good.
I did too. So the next couple was Brendan and Natasha. And Brendan was also one of the hot commodities where the girls were coming in looking for him because a lot of the girls said how attractive he is. He's a model. And,
Mm,
him and Serena were the two people that a lot of people were looking out for. So
mm.
Brendan ended up making a connection with Natasha, and I'm not too familiar with her or what season she was on, but she did seem very sweet
Yeah.
and very interested in him as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, good. Let's see where this goes. They were having a lot of laughs together. So everybody is trying to make their connections, and I see who's gonna be left out. And I think Queen Victoria
Oh,
um
she's gonna be left out.
she's gonna be going home, and so is Kelsey, Champagne Girl.
Oh yeah.
I don't the sadly the other one, I don't even know who she is because she must be just really under the radar, you
What do you
know.
think about Connor? He seemed to have made a connection as well.
Who is Connor?
Connor was the one. He was on Katie's season, and he
Hmm.
was the one that was dressed like the cat.
Oh Lord.
And so, Katie was saying, so he seemed to have made a connection.
He did.
Yeah, and so that was good for him because I think she really broke his heart. And so,
I don't think it's gonna work out between them two.
oh, you don't think so?
No, I think she grabbed him because there was no one else left.
Oh, really?
But we'll see in the future. But
Oh,
they don't
wow.
seem like they would be together. They don't seem like they match.
Okay.
And so to me, it seems like an attempt to get a rose.
Mm.
And
So
then as
she don't
soon
have to go home.
exactly, she playing the game.
Okay.
And and as soon as somebody else come along, she gonna leave him because I I with the Connor guy, the cat thing was weird to me.
It was weird. It was weird to me too.
But then when he was playing like the guitar on the beach, I was like, okay, he's really talented. So
Yeah. But
he,
I think he's sincere too, and he really wants to find that connection.
I don't know. I think he is a character and he needs to get out of being a character.
What do
And
you mean? Break that down for what do you
okay,
mean?
so when people come on The Bachelor, you have people who play certain roles. Like, oh, I'm gonna be known as the
Mm,
this kind of character.
I got you.
You know,
Okay.
like Queen Victoria, she came in kind of playing this
Mm-hmm.
crazy goddess queen character so she can make herself known, and it kind of
Mm-hmm.
works out for you because it makes you memorable. And if it
Okay.
work out for you on that season, you'll be asked to go to the
Okay.
Bachelor of Paradise or something else. You know, you get more screen time, you know. So it's work for him, because I think otherwise he would kind of go under the radar if he didn't have those little antics, you know what I mean?
Well, my question is because I kind of feel like I don't feel like everybody is there to find love. To me, and this is just me, I feel like they're just there to be at that beautiful place in Mexico,
Yeah, and be on
because it's
TV.
beautiful to be on TV.
Yes,
Everybody, I just don't feel like everybody's motive is pure or they're there for the right reasons. And
exactly.
that's just what I got
And
from
you're
it.
gonna always have people like that. You're always gonna have people like that. And one of the other people who is like that, I think, is Carl. Now, Carl,
Oh yeah, he's too much. I'm like,
he,
what?
I, yeah, he seems
Yeah,
like an a-hole, and I think he's gonna cause a lot of trouble
yeah,
in Paradise.
yeah. I
And
see that. I think so too.
yeah, I don't think he's there to find love. And I think right off the bat, he was being an a-hole because Tajwan, she, tried to introduce herself, get his name, and he was just
Right.
being
I
a
saw
jerk,
that.
like from
Right.
the get-go,
Right.
and I was like, nobody has time for that. So he's not there for love. I don't think. I think he's there to act a fool.
Why is he there? Because he came in, I'm here to find my wife, and he was just all over the place. I'm like, dude, why are you even there?
Yeah,
He too
we'll
much for
see.
me.
We'll see, because when the situation flips, when the women are getting the roses, he's gonna have to step it up a little bit, or he's gonna go home.
But it's
So
gonna be interesting to see what women get the roses from the men.
yeah, I can predict that Victoria is not gonna get a rose. Kelsey's not gonna get a rose, and
I
whoever
agree.
the other invisible girl is. Um, so that's my predictions. And I think the next episode is going to be super crazy. I think people are going to get too much to drink,
Yeah.
and the stuff
But
is
you know
going
what?
to
I
hit the
want to say
fan.
this real quick. Tammy, she was she was really pretty, and I think she's sincere, and I
Mhm.
think she's there for the right reason. That was my first time seeing her,
Now, which
but
one
I
is
like her.
Tammy? Which one is Tammy?
Tammy, I don't know how to describe Tammy because I had never seen. She was on Peter's season.
Peter.
She had the braid, the
Oh, with
different
the
color
blonde.
braids. Yeah, the
That's the
blonde.
invisible girl. That's the invisible girl.
What do you
Tammy.
mean, invisible girl?
Because I couldn't remember who she
Oh
was. Like
yeah, Tammy. Yeah, that's her.
she's under
Yeah,
the radar. And
yeah.
she's the other girl who is waiting for a guy to approach her.
Oh, she might be going home then.
And that's the third girl, because I couldn't even remember
Oh,
her. So if I can't remember you, you think the guys are gonna remember you?
and that's only because I wrote her name down.
I didn't even do that. So Tammy, step it up. Victoria, stop acting crazy. And Kelsey, step it up too, girl. You don't want to be known as the champagne girl forever, because that
Oh
is
my God, that was
it
horrible.
was horrible. I
That's
kind of feel
embarrassing. I was
I
embarrassed
did.
for her.
I just cringed, and I like died a little bit on the inside for her. And when Dave gave her like some champagne, I would have been like, no, thank you. You know, I'm past
But
that
she
now.
brought the champagne bottle and gave it to Dave, the host, for him to
Oh,
open it.
oh
And
well.
he was and he had a hard time opening it. And he said, well, you would bring this, as something he said. And because I'm like, well, why would you even bring that? And so
I
you
know.
saw after she left, he just threw it in the bushes.
But she was
Because
kind
she
of
handed him her
disrespectful.
glass.
That was
Hmm?
kind of disrespectful, her handing him her glass
Her glass.
like he the
Exactly.
butler or something.
And that's what he said. Did she think I'm the butler or somebody?
Good luck, girl. Like,
Yeah. I
mm-mm.
don't see her being there long.
So I think the next host, because they're having celebrity hosts every episode,
Mm-hmm.
is Little John. And
Oh, I saw
you
him with all
hear
the
him
gold teeth.
yeah, you hear him narrating the first episode. And it's so funny because I can tell he really doesn't talk like that. You can tell he's like really intelligent.
You
And
can tell, yeah.
but it should be an interesting episode with him on it, screaming to the top of his lungs, yeah, with all those gold teeth in his mouth. So maybe he'll liven up, you know, give them a little bit more energy, and
Yeah.
we'll see how the next episode goes.
I think it's going to be very interesting, and it's going to be something to look forward to and to really
Yes.
talk about and
Yes.
to conversate about.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see what's getting ready to go down.
Yes. So you guys definitely join us for next week's
Yeah.
episode review. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and make sure you leave comments of what you thought about the episode. Who do you think is gonna go home without a rose, without love? And who do you think will stay together? Let us know in the comment
Tell us
section.
what you think about the naked man too.
Oh, the 40-year-old naked man.
The 40-year-old naked
Yes,
man.
leave that in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Have an amazing day and safe week.